Arsenal's pre-season is getting interesting, fresh off their tour of the USA. The Emirates Cup is looming, and Mikel Arteta remains busy. So today we'll find out what's happening behind the scenes, from the future of following Balogun to a potential move for a new midfielder. We'll also get an exclusive from David Ornstein about Arsenal's surprise new target, and we'll find out who is available for the game against AS Monaco. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Baz14. Welcome back to Boys Channel. I hope you guys are doing sensational. In less than a week, Arsenal will be at Wembley against Man City in the Community Shield. So as per, smash a like on the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and help your boy on his road to 200,000 subscribers. But let's start off with Mikel Arteta's mission. Arsenal have had a very busy transfer window, over £200 million spent. The arrival of Kai Havertz, Jurriën Timber and Declan Rice. Mikel Arteta has spoken on the next step. We have 30 players here, which is unsustainable. The market is still open and things can happen. We are ready and we are prepared. The Arsenal squad is bloated. It's time for some player sales. That's where you have the future of Austin Trusty. After a very impressive loan spell at Birmingham, we have got some breaking reports coming out of the UK. Sheffield United and Arsenal have agreed a £5 million deal for Austin Trusty. Personal terms are still to be agreed, but shouldn't be a problem. There's also been more tier 1 sources confirming similar news. Arsenal are about to make a 3-time profit, having signed Trusty for £1.5 million. Left-footed and 24 years of age as a player there, but that is for a different type of team, one that defends deep and is not really ball playing. You've also got the future of Charlie Patino. According to Chris Wheatley, Charlie Patino is close to leaving Arsenal. Teams from Germany and Spain are after him. He's edging towards the exit door. Any deal would be with a buyback clause. Arsenal would like a loan deal, but Patino has made himself very clear. Next year he wants to be a starter, and that will happen at Arsenal. He has seen the likes of Romeo Lavia leave Man City, become a first-team starter for Southampton, and seen his stock skyrocket. Patino's profile is very interesting, able to play as a number 6, but also as a second-phase midfielder. That's exactly what Arsenal need, especially after the departure of Granit Xhaka. But the player has his own ambitions, and Arsenal would have their buyback. If Patino does become that star that everyone expects him to become, a potential return would always be there. Talking of midfielders, you also have the future of Albert Samuel Lokonga. According to Sacha Tavaleri, Arsenal and Burnley are in advanced talks to find an agreement for Albert Samuel Lokonga on a loan deal. That includes an option to buy, which could be mandatory should he play a certain amount of matches. Burnley are the most concrete option for the player. This makes so much sense because of Vincent Kompany, having worked alongside Sambi at Anderlecht, giving him his first team breakthrough. I still believe Sambi could be a useful profile, a second phase midfielder comfortable playing box to box. Sambi though is a project player. He needs more experience and time in the first team. Full trust from the manager, and Arsenal were in a very delicate stage of their project, trying to emulate Man City, a team that has just won a treble. There is no room to mess about. We've also got an update on the future of following Balogun. Having not been involved against Man United, he also missed a game against Barcelona. According to The Athletic, following Balogun trained separately from the rest of the squad. The reason behind that has been revealed. According to Mikel Arteta, Balogun actually had an injury. The player though has spoken. Balogun says, "I want to play as well. We will see what happens." His future remains in doubt and there are many teams after him, the main one being out of this area and Inter Milan. According to Fabrizio Romano, Inter Milan want following Balogun to replace Romelu Lukaku. Arsenal are demanding over €40 million. Inter wants to pay close to 35 to 40. The current market for strikers is a bit crazy. You think about the recent signing for Man United, Rasmus Højlund for €70 million. Here's how they compare last season, where Højlund scored 9 goals and got 2 assists. Balogun scored 21, as well as 2 assists. With 2 years left on his contract, Arsenal need to be stern here. They need to get the market value. Here's the concern though. Arsenal are dealing with Inter Milan, and Serie A clubs don't like to pay money, often opting for options to buy. Fabrizio Romano says, Inter have currently stopped talks of the following Balogun deal, as the US striker is considered too expensive. Focus on Gianluca Scamacca deal now. First been rejected by West Ham, but Inter will send a new one soon. This could actually be positive for Arsenal. At 22 years of age, Balogun has superb potential. Having proven himself in Liga, Balogun is one of the most valuable strikers available in the market. And that's where you have teams in the Premier League. According to reports in the UK, the likes of Crystal Palace, West Ham, Brentford, Fulham and Everton have all been placed on high alerts, with clubs across the continent also interested in the former Rens man. That is exactly what Arsenal want because those teams have the most money to spend. There is a growing belief that next summer, Arsenal will move for a big time centre forward. The names of Victor Osimhen and even Evan Ferguson. But I want to talk about the current Arsenal number 9 and Gabriel Jesus. A recent stat has appeared, showing the players with the best minutes per goal and assist rates in the Premier League history, with 50 plus games played and penalties excluded. Topped by the likes of Thierry Henry, with Sergio Aguero, Luis Suarez, Mo Salah. And there you have Gabriel Jesus, averaging a goal and assist every 114 minutes. Last year, 11 goals and 6 assists after missing 3 months, helping Arsenal score the most goals they've ever scored. Is Gabriel Jesus underrated? Yes, you can always add a different profile, but you also need to appreciate what you have. In Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal have a unique profile. He may not be clinical, but his impact is undeniable, elevating the other Arsenal attackers. causing chaos in the final third. You've also got an update from Mikel Arteta on the future of Kieran Tierney. He says obviously he's in our plans. He came on and did really well in pre-season, and that is what we want, to increase the level of competition in the team and raise the level of each individual. Kieran Tierney clearly has a point to prove. In the game against the MLS All-Stars, 100% passes completed, and likewise against Barcelona. Tierney understands to be the Arsenal left back, his passing needed to improve. An assist against Barcelona and a reminder of his forward ability. The concern is obvious. Having started 0 out of the 4 games, the likes of Kivio, Tomiyasu and Timber starting over him, and the soon to return Alexander Zinchenko, Tierney is too good to be a 5th choice left back. Does Mikel Arteta have a plan for his future, or is he simply trying to preserve his market value? Moving on to the potential incomings, Arsenal have been on the market for a brand new midfielder. The name of Romeo Lavia has popped up. According to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal had advanced negotiations. Personal terms are never going to be a problem. Things have since changed though and entered the scene Liverpool. With the departures of Fabinho and Jordan Henderson, they have the space and they have the finances. And after seeing their first offer of £37 million rejected, according to David Ornstein, Liverpool are set to return with an improved offer for Romeo Lavia, a £50 million package. A high chance this deal gets done, although Chelsea retain firm interest as well. Fabrizio Romano understands the formal bid is almost ready, a £42 million guaranteed fee, with a total package of £45 million. Arsenal have gone quiet and there's a very obvious reason why. It's all links back to the future of Thomas Partey. As Fabrizio Romano says, Arsenal are not active in the Romeo Lavia race, as Thomas Partey has a good chance of staying. Saudi clubs approached the Gunners days ago. Juventus called in June, but never close to the €45 million package requested by Arsenal. A huge bid or Thomas stays. Arteta is very happy with him. Thomas Partey gave us a reminder against Barcelona of his first team quality, that natural ability to progress the ball, thrive as a number 6. Yes, we have signed Declan Rice, but you can't lose too much experience. Not after the departure of Granit Xhaka. Arsenal have made a lot of changes to their midfield. Their arrival of Kai Havertz alongside Odegaard and Rice. As Mikel Arteta says, 3 out of 4 of them have never played together. Tranquilo. Day by day, give people the opportunity to settle in and we'll be fine. We've got options in midfield. When we want a game that is more physical, we can. Arsenal have built a midfield full of very unique profiles. Rice and Partey the anchor, the recent emergence of Leandro Trossard as a number 8, and then the arrival of Kai Havertz, a 6'4" midfielder, allowing Arsenal to go long. Mikel Arteta is evolving into playing 2 attack-minded number 8s, but for all of that to work, the profile of an inverted left back is so important, and that's where you have Alexander Zinchenko. Last year in the Premier League averaging 55 passes per game, 2.3 accurate long balls. Those are numbers of a midfielder, and that allowed for Granit Xhaka to be less involved in the build-up play and get into the final third. Zinchenko though is a unique profile. The likes of Timber and Tomiyasu will take time to adapt. That's where Arsenal may be looking to sign a second phase midfielder. The profile that pops up straight away, Moses Caicedo of Brighton. According to David Ornstein, Chelsea have sent an £80 million offer to Brighton for Moses Caicedo, and it was rejected instantly. The previous Chelsea bids were 60, 65 and 70. Brighton hope to keep the 21-year-old, likely to take £100+ million. He wants to move and personal terms are no issue. That's the reason why Arsenal have not gone near that deal. They will not pay the £100 million price tag. That's where they might turn to Brazil. According to Fabrizio Romano, Grêmio's Bitello is one of the names on Arsenal's South American scouts' radar. 23 years of age and attack midfield profile. The heat map shows a player comfortable playing on both half spaces. Reports in Brazil go as far as saying Arsenal have made a first offer of €8 million to Grêmio for Bitello. The thing that stands out to me straight away is the passing numbers, averaging 36 accurate passes per game. You compare that to Granit Xhaka, also averaging only 36. It's clear that the left-hand side for Arteta is less about the passing numbers and more about final third impact, hence the arrival of Kai Havertz. Bitello definitely has the final third influence. Last year in Brazil, he won more fouls and had more touches in the opposition box than any other midfielder. 263 final third passes attempted, 98 ball recoveries, 49 touches in the opposition box, as well as 3 goals scored. In Edu Gaspar, Arsenal have the man to get the deal done. As said by Tim Vickery, Edu Gaspar has done it before with Gabriel Martinelli and Marquinhos. I think Bitello would very much be a squad player for £8 million. He then had the surprise exclusive out of nowhere from David Ornstein. This one really was an RKO. Exclusive confirming that Arsenal are exploring a deal to sign Brentford goalkeeper David Raya. No bid yet, but Brentford are aware of the interest. Bayern are also pursuing, but the 27-year-old is keen to join Arsenal. Arsenal and David Raya have a bit of history. Mikel Arteta's first target back in 2020. Arsenal goalkeeping coach Inaki Kana used to work alongside Raya at Brentford. Raya is out of contract next summer and he has made it very clear. I have the ambition to make the next step in my career. I want to try and win titles and compete in Europe. There are options out there, but it's not just my ambitions. The club also needs to let me go. He had agreed personal terms with Tottenham, but that deal collapsed as Tottenham refused to pay the £40 million price tag. Then enter the scene Bayern Munich, trying to sign Raya on loan, but Arsenal have now changed the race. As Fabrizio Romano confirms, David Raya prefers Arsenal over Bayern. A deal depends on the clubs, but Arsenal are expected to bid soon in order to accelerate talks. Negotiations with Bayern are currently off after loan offered in the morning, not what the player or Brentford wanted. Arsenal here see an opportunity. According to Simon Jones, Arsenal want David Raya, but the early signs are they will offer around £15 million, and Brentford are determined to take at least 30. Arsenal will not pay £40 million for a player that has only 1 year left on his contract. The player's agent even says, if Brentford does not lower the price tag for David Raya this summer, we will be ready to leave as a free agent in 1 year. Raya is pushing for a move and that should lower the price tag. I can totally understand why Arsenal want it. Last year in the Premier League, Raya was the first goalkeeper for saves outside the box, second in terms of crosses caught, first in terms of touches, and first in terms of long passes completed. 410 in total. Raya excels with his feet. 10 accurate long balls per game, where Ramsdale only averages 3. With Ramsdale and Raya, Arsenal would have elite goalkeeping squad depth. This is something that Mikel Arteta has always wanted. You think about Emi Martinez. Mikel Arteta wanted to keep him alongside Bernd Leno, but Martinez wanted guaranteed first team football. This is where you've got the importance of the future of Matt Turner. According to reports, Mikel Arteta is believed to have doubts over his number 2 goalkeeper Matt Turner. Fabrizio Romano confirming Nottingham Forest will try to sign only 1 goalkeeper this summer, and that's between Matt Turner and Dean Henderson. Forest have already asked Arsenal for the final conditions of a Turner deal, and it would be a permanent transfer. Matt Turner is actually a very decent goalkeeper, but this is all about profiles. Turner is not elite with his feet, and that means every time Arsenal play him, we have to slightly adapt. Mikel Arteta has a different plan. When asked about having a plan A, plan B and plan C, he wants an A1, A2 and A3. However you want to look at it, we are training different options. Arsenal are trying to match the profile of Aaron Ramsdale. Here's how they both compare. Similar in terms of clean sheets and goals conceded. Raya made more saves at a higher save percentage, more passes completed, at a slightly lower passing accuracy. There are a lot of Arsenal fans surprised and wondering what this means for the future of Aaron Ramsdale, having signed the brand new contract only a few months ago. I think Mikel Arteta understands. To get the best out of Ramsdale, he needs to be uncomfortable. You think about when he first arrived at Arsenal, when he had Bernd Leno there. We saw Ramsdale thriving at a different level. Brentford's manager Thomas Frank has spoken. He says that we are willing to sell. David would like to go. It is fine for us if a club wants to buy, they just need to find out the price. We are going to find out very soon. How much is Arsenal's first offer going to be? Moving on to the other Arsenal news today, and starting off with a brand new rule from the Premier League. As Sky Sports News confirmed, new referee guidelines for the Premier League and EFL will see a crackdown on time wasting and dissent, with the World Cup style amounts of injury time. There is an issue in terms of time wasting, and we saw that last year. The amount of teams that come to the Emirates Stadium take for hours on goal kicks. The World Cup saw an interesting change. Referees adding 8+ minutes on a consistent basis. For me, it makes the games even more exciting. Think about the feeling after the 90-minute mark, when your team is looking for a winner, and you see a massive amount of time added on. There's room for more drama, comebacks and winners. What do you guys make of the potential rule change? You've then got an exclusive interview from Arsenal midfielder Jorginho, speaking on guiding young players. Jorginho says, sometimes I see one car one week and next month another car. Then I'm like, whoa, come on, I need to speak with this guy. Too many watches, too many cars, diamonds, clothes and brands, and private jets. And I'm like, it's a bit too much, isn't it? Arsenal have a very young dressing room and is very much impressionable. That is why you need players like Jorginho. Experience that has been there and done it, to help guide the other players in the right direction, remove the chances of toxic egos. Here you've also got the Arsenal owner Stan Kroenke at the SoFi Stadium as Arsenal talk in Barcelona, seen signing an Arsenal shirt. Since buying Arsenal outright in 2017, the Kroenkes have now spent £934 million. This summer spending £200 million and backing Mikel Arteta. The perspective is changing, but likewise the ambitions. They will want a title this summer. Talking of titles, there's a brand new one around the Emirates Stadium, as Arsenal confirmed Forever Arsene, Forever Arsenal, confirming the Arsene Wenger statue. Here it is outside the Emirates. Arsene Wenger holding up the golden Premier League statue. The greatest manager in Arsenal's history. It's about time he gets respect. It is going to be on full display this Wednesday, as Arsenal take on AS Monaco in the Emirates Cup. The last game before Arsenal play Man City in the Community Shield. Arsenal could be boasted with a massive return of Declan Rice, who missed the game against Barcelona, but should be available after precaution. That is the video there and there though, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to smash a like and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you want to follow your boy on all of his social medias, then the links are down below in the description. But that was the latest episode of the Transfers FC. David Raya RKO out of nowhere. Let's keep an eye on it and let's see how things develop. Until then, I'll see you next time. Take care and in a bit.